Value of consistency of the cooler size on both rivers.
Well, we were of the opinion of the 48 cooler on both rivers is what we had come to a consensus with within the police department, speaking with the troops that actually have to enforce the law. Well, obviously things have changed. I have heard the concern of Councilperson Pospisil in terms of the enforcement problem or nightmare of people coming down the Guadalupe and from up in the county and heading into the city. I can see that that could be problematic. Perhaps we could incorporate the assistance of the outfitters to inform those folks that would begin there. Being that it cannot be that particular size cooler, 48 on both rivers, I can see where the smaller one can be problematic also in terms of more tubes on the river, being able to tie down that particular cooler in a tube. And in earnest, I'd like to see things be kept simple for enforcement measures, simple for the people who we invite to this town. Something that wouldn't take a whole lot of book learning to try to decipher what rules or what on which river and what part of the city or the county. So I would answer that by saying try to keep it simple.
Okay.
I'd like to make a comment.
Ken?
But John, I'm sort of amazed that Captain Villareal, I'm sort of amazed that the police department wanted to have was now support a 48-quart cooler, because Russ Johnson, when he was on the committee with you, he wanted to have a small cooler. So now that we don't support that. Did the city staff support that now? That you don't want a small cooler? You'd rather have a 48-quart cooler?
I'm conveying to you, sir, what our troops would want. Chief Johnson is no longer here, with all due respect to him. Mm-hmm. I was not in on all those meetings that he attended. I know that he had his personal, or he had his outlook, and in my discussions, as I've said before here in council, he was more concerned with the volume of people during those high-volume weekends at the Last Tubers exit and the inclement weather in terms of public safety. Those were, as I recall, my discussions with him, specifically during those times.
We seem to have come a long way from where we were, but thank you, John.
Well, and I will say, sir, that it's a different day, and people do have different opinions, and it's just not solely mine. It's the people, the men and women who I represent in the police department, and that's who I'm speaking for.
Yeah, and my concern is that we had a police chief, and now you're the interim police chief, and shortly we're going to have another police chief, and if we have three different views of the world from three different people, the message that we give to all of our visitors, who this is all about.
I'm concerned with the message we've already given them, sir.
Ken, the message comes from us, and we've got 7 different views up here, most likely. So, I don't know that that's going to help us much.
Yeah, but also say that there were some consistent recommendations on the smaller, cooler size. That was a 5-2 vote, but there was general consensus on that. Thank you. I also want